Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats and UFCU Stadium. This place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to inhabit these stands shortly. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Fresno State Bulldogs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here's the return from inside his 10. Got a little space. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
So the Texas State Bobcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Here's the pressure. Using the quick game. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found... Face the band, might as well start playing. Extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, and try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Got his man to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Got some room headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Fresno State right back to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the catch. Gets away from one. He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Peppers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Roach. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man down the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Working that left side now. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roach. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Bottle time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Musgrave. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Floating away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
Breaks into the open. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown!
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to TCU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under fire. Buys a little time. Unleashes one. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Roach. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the ground with the back. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is
turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it on the right. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He's got his man. Ripping through the defense. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The offense changing the play. Quick release by the QB. And they get him down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
60, Texas State, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Musgrave. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of...
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Byers on the move. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the grab on the left. Stumbled to the ground.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Smashes through the tackle.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack. And
there he goes. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quick strike complete. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown. And this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative...
it.